Hey, Slytherin girlies, general savagery practitioners, I see you. So, I've been in kind of I don't want to say stuck in a rut or anything for the past few days, but I guess you could say my throat chakra or something is just kind of blocked. It happens from time to time, this time probably because I just got back from Dubai to Tokyo a few days ago, and so I guess I'm still just a little disoriented. I'm just getting my bearings about me. So, yeah, I'm just having this moment where, like, content ideas, topics, video topics on everything from the newest makeup releases to all these savage tips that I have are like spilling out of me. I've been taking notes and writing scripts left and right, but I just can't really bring myself to execute all of them in video format right now. It just takes so much effort. It feels like it's going to take so much effort just getting myself camera ready with the makeup and hair and everything. So that's why I decided to try this new super casual approach where I've seen a rise in content creators doing this lately where they only pretty much do audio commentary, which is obviously it's a lot less labor intensive in terms of the production. So, yeah, normally, at least up until now, whenever I find myself in this state of wanting to create content but just not having enough energy to do so, hopefully that'll change. We'll see how this audio recording thing goes. But yeah, normally I typically find myself just trying to distract myself really with random chores or shopping, scrolling TikTok, scrolling Instagram. It's not the best habit, right? And I don't know if you guys noticed lately, but I've seen a huge rise lately. Maybe it's always been there and it's just getting more recommended to me now because I keep scrolling through these TikToks. But I've seen a rise in content where it's like just a lot of guys simply writing off of their looks, like their physical aesthetics, to amass a large following, amass a lot of social media clout. Like they'll literally just put up a short 5-second video of them not doing much of anything, just walking around, flexing in a wife beater, one that shows off all of their muscles, or like flipping back their hair, sitting in their sports car, just seducing the camera with a come hither look. And then usually they'll just have this really facetious, tongue in cheek block of text slapped on top of their low effort video clip. Paired with a trending audio, and boom, next thing you know, they get millions of views and followers. There's girls thirsting after them endlessly in the comments. Why do you girls do that? Why? It's like the most feminine way of gaining clout, gaining relevancy imaginable. Like, what is going on? I would put up a few examples, but I refuse to give them more clout on my channel like that. So yeah, there's usually, well, okay, so there's two types of this kind of content, right? The first type I feel like I'm okay with. I find it funny. Like it makes me feel good. It's the type where the man creating the content, even though he may be using his face and whatnot in the content, the message he's promoting is actually in support of the sprinkle sprinkle movement. Like it's on the women's side, advocating for men to return to their traditional masculine roots or encouraging women to raise their standards and stop giving attention to low effort and low value men. And it's usually in that very funny, sharp witted style. For example, I was just in Dubai, right? So, like, Habibi, why are you splitting 50-50 with your dusty boyfriend when there are men in Dubai ready to wine and dine you on their $1 million yachts right now? Like, that type of a message. That's entertaining to me. I find that funny and cute for the most part. But then there's the other insidious kind of content where it's like the dude is always very, okay, social media good looking, right? And he knows it and he's using it, like only his looks, to gain his following and his fame and his clout, and by extension, probably a lot of revenue. I mean, it's the way that you would expect a girl to use social media, right? You might as well open an OnlyFans at this point, dude. So then the video will just be the guy looking hot, just existing, and there will be text on top of it saying something toxic, like, oh my god, this one. So yeah, I'm looking at my phone right now as I'm making this, but she blocked me on everything, so I made a fake lash page and told her that she won a free appointment. I'll see her on Friday at 12. Now, if you know me, you should already know that I believe social media is a woman's game, okay? It is a feminine career path. I personally find the vast majority of male content creators, I find it repulsive actually. Like, I'm sorry not to insult anyone, but I'm just being honest. I could never be like romantically or really attracted to a man who is a YouTuber. Like, are you serious, bro? There's only going to be room for one YouTuber in my household, okay? And it's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. Now, if you're a girly, totally different story. If you're a friend or even, oh my god, this is so funny to think about because it's so unlikely. But let's say, like, my mom, for example, decides to randomly start a YouTube channel in her retirement about, I don't know, something travel after 60. Then yes, the more girlies, the merrier. Let's create content together. But like a man doing content with me, I don't think so. Let's say I get married and I become super famous on YouTube and I featured my husband from time to time on my page. That's one thing. But not like he's doing the same content creation job as me in front of the camera. Even the guys who do podcasts on like self development or financial literacy, some form of message that is genuinely aimed at helping people improve their lives, etc. Yeah, I respect that type of content creation, I guess. I follow a lot of them, even, like the males. So it's not like I don't think men should have any place in social media. Like, I'll be fair, a lot of them do. The ones that add real value, I can get down with, but I'm still not, I don't know, personally, I just can't see myself attracted to and like romantically involved with such a man. You can call that a double standard. It is what it is. But anyway, so the ones that I'm talking about today in the title of this video, feminine men on social media who are going viral for like doing nothing essentially, those are the ones I take real issue with. And it's not even their fault because they're honestly getting handsomely rewarded for it. So where there's demand, there's gonna be people providing the supply. But yeah, if you're gonna infringe on our feminine domain like that, if you're going to peacock and suck people's attention that way, because remember, attention equals money, okay? Attention translates quite literally into cold hard cash these days. And as far as I'm concerned, that money should be flowing into either a woman's bank account or at least that of an actual masculine provider type of man. He's the one that deserves the money more and would be able to put it to good use on a deserving princess or family in his life. So yeah, like I'm not declaring war or anything, but I was just thinking to myself today, what can be done about this? How can little old me approach this phenomenon that I really don't have any control over as an individual small creator? Like, these feminine male creators are not going away anytime soon. As long as there are masculine women out there who will thirst after them and give them the attention and money that they want to make up their audience, they will continue to exist and grift, okay? So how can I savagely like remove the attention from these feminine, sassy male influencers and rebalance the scales in some way, right? I'm thinking to myself, and then boom, it hits me. Okay, now the thing about me, no matter how much I disagree or disapprove of something, even if I'm repulsed by it, the one thing I will do is I will give credit where it's due, okay? And I'm not above studying the techniques and tactics of the ops and copying them myself. Never play fair in an unfair world, okay? You know, it's the whole keep your friends close but keep your enemies closer type of thing. Not that men are the enemies, but you know what I'm saying. So I'm scrolling through Instagram earlier today, like, you know what, these posts are annoying AF to me, but I keep watching them. Why? Because something in the text, right, something in the scenarios that they come up with is actually quite triggering to me. Like, it's triggering some sort of emotion. It's not exactly the most pleasant, but enough to keep me hooked and enough to keep me intrigued. And it's important, and I'm so glad that I have this ability to put my ego aside and be honest with myself, because that's what led me to this super simple yet savage dark feminine tactic, if I do say so myself. So I decided, you know what, the next time I find myself scrolling mindlessly on Instagram and low-key consuming way more of these feminine men's reels than I would even like to admit, instead of just consuming the content and then sitting there feeling discontent, you know, feeling gross, right? Like, here I am preaching about dark feminine empowerment and whatnot on my channel, yet I just indirectly contributed to these men's quote unquote careers by giving them views. I will straight up copy, or no, borrow, okay? I will be inspired by some of their concepts. I'll take their style, you know, their thirst trappy mannerisms or the quotes, like whatever toxic quote they wrote in the text. I'll put my own spin on it and create my own content using their trending audio that they already found for me. So that cuts out a lot of the work already for me. I'll do that to increase my visibility on social media because you know what? At the end of the day, they're doing something right. Those videos get literally hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions of views. So why should I not go ahead and ride on their coattails and usurp a little bit of their clout, since the only way they were able to garner that much attention was by using originally feminine tactics anyway. So this is my little way of like, tipping the scales back in favor of the dark feminine, removing the attention from these sassy men and placing it back on yours truly. And if you're a fellow girly on social media, if you're a female influencer trying to grow your channel or your page, I encourage you to do the same, okay? Stay savage and stay shameless, ladies. I'll catch up with you next time.